Hi, Aquarius. Welcome to your love reading for the month of September. This is a reading for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. We're going to connect here and see what's coming. Oh, and Venus also. Some of you have been asking. Yes, this is also a reading for Venus because I know a lot of you like to watch your Venus sign for love. So this is for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, Aquarius. All the Aquarius energy, okay? All of it. We're going to connect here and see what's coming up for you guys in matters of love for the month of September. Okay, my dear. I'm getting the number 10, so I do feel like some of you have completed some karmic cycle, whether it's a karmic soulmate that you couldn't get rid of, or whether it's just some kind of like lesson in love life that you kept repeating. 1, 2, 3, 4, okay, 1 more 5. But I feel like you've done it. It's behind you. So let's see what's coming in. We're coming off the new moon on the end of August. And also, guys, I'm going to pick a really cool little love message for you from a very romantic love deck after. So stick around for that. Oh my God, Aquarius, I just got chills. I just got chills. Ooh, I just said I felt like you guys completed some kind of cycle. Like you ended something that needed to end. And here it is. Whoop, right there, the death card. Right out the gate. So if that's not confirmation, I don't know what is, my darlings. Something has come to an end, or you're able to just kind of have, and not just coming to an end, I feel like you finally have closure about something. So whether it's a relationship that was no good for you, or whether it was like some issue from your childhood that was affecting your romantic relationships, I feel like in September and early on in September, you're getting closure about it, and you're just like, you know what, I'm good. It's not gonna block me anymore. I'm completely and totally open to this love. So some of you, maybe even you already have a relationship and the relationship has been suffering because of this like unfinished business that had been lingering, but you're getting closure about it. It's done. You're coming into this energy of now you're ready for the rebirth. Okay, some of you may have Scorpio in your chart, and your Scorpio side of you may be coming up and really helping you the next few weeks and through September around love issues and things like that. You know, Scorpio is a very, very transformative sign, you know, very much about rebirth, new beginnings, you know, being able to delve into the deep emotions. And it's interesting, Aquarius, because that could have been the block for some of you, because you guys, I really love Aquarius for the reason that you guys don't get, you know, weighed down with emotions very easily. You're really good about separating your emotions. You're really good about, you know, having your own space and having your boundaries and needing your alone time. You guys are really great about that. But maybe some of you, you've been too great about it, so much so to where you want a love relationship, but other people feel like you're not into them, or they feel like you're not connecting enough. And Aquarius, some of you are finding a really great healthy balance where you're able to come in and have the connection, but still stay true to your Aquarius self. I am feeling that for some of you as well. Some of you may be getting involved with a Scorpio, okay? And that is going to be a very interesting relationship for some of you. And this is going to be a karmic partner for some of you, or a significant soulmate for some of you. You know what? I'm going to erase the fact that I said karmic partner, because some people have a prejudice when they hear that, and they only think of one thing and they can't get it out of their head, and they'll come into the comments and they'll like throw a hissy fit about it. So maybe a better way for me to term this for you is a partner with whom you have a soul contract with, okay? This person is coming in because you guys have agreed to teach each other something. And, you know, whether or not you stay together at the end of the lesson will be up to you. But I feel some of you may have a soul contract with a Scorpio who's coming in to teach you the deeper, more emotional realm, okay? And maybe you're teaching them to lighten up a little bit, and you're teaching them to let loose and have a little bit of fun and not have to be in their moody Scorpio self all the time. I can say that because I'm a Scorpio. So if you're a Scorpio watching for an Aquarius, don't get offended, because I'm talking about myself too, okay? But some of you might have some kind of soul contract here with a Scorpio. And like I said, how far it goes is going to be up to you. But this is very transformative. This is good. This is good. I like this. I like this for you, Aquarius. I like this card for you. All right. And sure enough, the next thing here is justice. So I did say some of you are coming into closure. The justice card for me really nails that in. It tells me yet again, there's something where you're feeling liberated or vindicated. If somebody had been lying about you and it was interfering with your love life, the truth is coming out. Again, this is major arcana or soul contract. I really feel, Aquarius, that a lot of you are either meeting a new love with whom you have a very big agreement with, a very big contract with, because we have two back-to-back major arcana cards here. Some of you could be dealing with a Libra, but I do feel that there's another soul contract situation. Some of you are clearing up legalities that have been making an issue in your love life. You're finally able to, like, if you were legally married, you're finally able to clear that out of the way. Or maybe some of you had some things in your past legally that you were not comfortable with, or you were kind of, feeling like it would be hard to explain to someone. And I feel like you're getting a lot of those things cleared up as well. But I feel like you're just coming into the element and into the energy of justice, the truth being told, a way in which you feel vindicated, like you don't have to hide. I also feel again that the soul contract thing is coming in very strong. So you guys are coming in with partners, Aquarius, that you have a soul contract with. And for some of you, this will be boundaries. And even though the Justice card is not an Aquarius card, I think it's so fitting for you guys. And I'll tell you why, because it kind of continues with the theme of the previous card about the emotions. The Justice card is also about balancing your mental and emotional considerations. Some people can be way too intellectual about things and only think about it from an intellectual place, and like they can be very cold-hearted. And other people, they're the opposite. They're all feelings, but they don't stop to think about the logic. They get too carried away by the heart. And the Justice card is about that fairness, that fair balance between those two things, right? The fair balance between what's going to be fair here with love, as well as with with emotion, as well as like logic and reason. And Aquarius, I feel that's really the theme for you. Really, I feel like this is kind of saying the same thing the Death card was saying in a different way, is that you're balancing out your emotions. I think for some of you, your problem in your love life, Aquarius, is that people maybe have accused you of being too icy, of being too cold. And maybe some of you, you're like, well, I'm just going to stick to other air signs, or I'm just going to stick to other Aquarius. And then maybe for some of you it worked, but maybe for some of you, you felt like, well, but I'm not getting like the emotional connection that I want, or I'm not getting the warmth or the passion that I want. And so I feel you're finally mastering this within yourself. And that's a big deal. And you need to give yourself a pat on the back. That's exciting for those of you who are going to be doing that. Our next card here is Five of Pentacles, and people don't really associate this with like good news when it comes to love, but I'm going to tell you why they should not have such a narrow view of this card. I think of Five of Pentacles as like the Wizard of Oz card, okay? Because one of the deeper meanings of Five of Pentacles is you may be in a very uncertain time in your life, but in that time, you're also finding your soul family, your soul tribe, who your true friends are, the true meaning of life, real connections on real valuable connections. So I think of it as like the Wizard of Oz card, and like Dorothy, she was lost. She didn't know where she was. She wanted to get home. She's looking for wisdom. She's looking for guidance, as were that big group that she ended up with. And they ended up finding each other on their voyage, and they became not just best friends, but like a family. And they looked out for each other, and they were there for each other, and they learned from each other, and they all as a group balanced each other out. So it could also be a card of a very, very loyal lover who is sticking by your side through difficult times. All right. So I feel whatever is happening with these emotions, Aquarius, some of you might be triggered by something, and you might be feeling this wave of emotion that you're not used to, or you don't like going so deep into this emotion. But in this process, you're discovering a deeper love. In this process, you're discovering really who has your back, or you're coming across with your true your true life partner energy, your true life partner soulmate. Those of you who are in a relationship, there could be something that's coming up in September. I'm not trying to scare you or freak you out, but there could be some kind of a bump in the road in September where you are experiencing stress because of finances, or something happening, issues with family, and they don't want to talk to you, or you're being shut out of something in some way. But in that process, the two of you are becoming closer, and you're kind of renewing your love for each other, and you're becoming closer, and the love is becoming stronger. So I feel something is happening, Aquarius, for you all, with like your emotions deepening, and it really benefiting your love life and helping you not just find love, but true love, like true love. Your next card here is the Ten of Swords. Okay. Now, it could be that some of you are realizing what true love is and what you want, and you might be realizing that a current relationship or situation is causing you pain because you're finally in touch with your feelings. So maybe that Five of Pentacles along with the Ten of Swords is you walking away from that. But I feel for a lot of you, what it is there's this relationship that's coming in, and you're like, you know what? This one is worth fighting for. So whatever, there were negative people who were influencing my relationship negatively, and they were coming in and they were talking trash about whoever I was with, or they were putting me down in some way. I'm not going to be around those people anymore. I'm going out into the unknown with this partner, and I'm choosing to find my soul family. And with the Ten of Swords, it could be where you're ending some kind of a pattern that you had, some habit that you had, where you would run away from love. Maybe you buried yourself in your work, or you buried yourself in relationships with people who were more like drinking buddies than friends or companions or true loves. Like maybe you were just being with people who are more in the party element, or maybe you may have ran away from feelings by drinking or doing drugs or something, or some kind of self-medicating thing. But when Ten of Swords comes up in my readings for my clients, I have seen over the years, it's just before something very wonderful happening, because the old way of doing things, you're done with it. And I will tell you this, in my experience, when Ten of Swords comes up in the readings for my clients, it's something that you're deciding to end. It's something that you're saying, I'm not going to do this anymore. And I feel for a lot of you, there's an ego death that's happening. This reading is getting very deep, Aquarius. This reading got really deep, so you'll have to forgive me if you're not here for it. I'm sorry, but what comes up, comes up. I can't help that. I feel like you're going through this massive rebirth, and you're lucky enough that through this rebirth, you're actually finding your true love, or you're having someone who's stepping up and deciding to grow with you, which can be very rare. A lot of our relationships end because we grow and the other person doesn't, or vice versa sometimes. But I feel like a lot of you are being blessed with true love as you're going through this massive transformation within yourself. You're coming into this higher vibration. I feel that really strongly for you, Aquarius. This is a really big time for you all. Oh my God, and here we are, the tower. The tower, okay? So there is a permanent change. You are coming out of your comfort zone. So this is basically saying, Aquarius, your life is never going to be the same again. Whatever is happening in September, your life is never going to be the same again. And for some of you, the tower moment is more about the old people and old habits and old things that you're leaving behind as you're deciding to choose love. I really feel that for you. I feel like it could be for some of you, you're ending a relationship. But if that's the case, you already know that because these cards are such massive cards. It would be something that you've been thinking about for a long time. It wouldn't be like, oh, my relationship's okay, it's decent, it's so can't complain. And then all of a sudden these massive cards, it wouldn't apply to you in that way. It would apply to you more in the way of your self-growth, your awakening, seeing the people in your life that maybe are holding you down or who are negatively influencing your love life, okay? I don't normally pull clarifiers in the love videos, but I'm going to pull clarifiers around the Tower card because I know a lot of people freak out about it and I don't want you to be, I don't want to leave you off on that creeped out note. So let's pull some clarifiers here for the Tower card. And what way is the Tower showing up for Aquarius in matters of love for the month of September 2019? And what way is the Tower card showing up for Aquarius in matters of love for September 2019? And we have, if this isn't a happy card, I don't know what is. So don't come and say, no, Amethyst, you're sugarcoating it. No, I'm not. You have the Sun card as a clarifier. Judgment. I told you. And Queen of Cups. Holy moly, holy cannoli. This just nailed it for me. I just got chills. I told you, for the majority of you, this Tower card is going to be like you making a change within yourself. Like there's some ego death. The old hangouts, the old places you were, it's not working for you anymore. And it's been counterproductive in your love life. And you're seeing the truth of that. The truth is being revealed to you. The Sun card is also a card of true love. It's true love. It's freedom. It's going out and exploring the world with someone where your inner child can come out and play. It's the opposite of a codependent relationship. The Sun card is a true love, healthy relationship. The Judgment card comes up when you're being called to something higher. You're being called to leave the lower realms. Excuse me. The Judgment card asks you to look at your life and say, where do I want to be? And what's keeping me from that? What is standing in my way from where I want to be? What needs to go? It's kind of like if you're on a sinking ship. With the Judgment card, sometimes it's kind of like you're on a sinking ship and you're trying to plug up the hole, but there's too much like cargo on the ship. So you start looking at really what doesn't matter and what you can get rid of, right? You're not going to throw your food and your water overboard. You're going to hold on to that because you need it to stay alive. But if you've got, I don't know, a big trunk of hats or something, or, maybe you might keep a couple but toss the rest. Or if you have like a big trunk of like clown shoes or just something useless, you're going to throw that over. You're not going to hold on to that crap. And that's what you're coming into in your love life in September, Aquarius. This is your Tower moment. You're realizing who and what is toxic and you're cutting it out. And if you don't, the universe will cut it out for you, right? That's when the Tower becomes uncomfortable. All right. And then we have Queen of Cups here. So Queen of Cups is, again, you're connecting with your emotions, you're connecting with your feelings, and you're learning to put your self-care time first. You're making time to take care of yourself, to nourish yourself emotionally, spiritually, physically, right? You're taking this time to energize yourself. The Queen of Cups for me is also very much the card of like, the wife, the mother kind of energy. So maybe some of you are stepping into the role of being a wife, or being a mother, or you're meeting your wife, or you're meeting the mother of your future children, or whatever it may be. The Tower card can also be a big change in terms of marriage and childbirth and things of that nature. But again, lots of major arcana card for you, Aquarius. This is going to be a big month in September. We're going to go ahead and pull a beautiful, lovely, gorgeous love message for you. And as always, if you're curious about which card decks I'm using, I always have those in the description of the video as well. So you don't have to guess. You can go check it out and see if you want to get it for yourself. This is really cute because it has cute little love poem, not love poems, but little rhymes about love on the back. So we'll see what message Spirit has for you for your love life for the month of September. Now, I invite you, my darlings, to take a look at the card and see what's jumping out at you and how it's speaking to you, and how it, like, what colors are jumping out at you, what symbols are jumping out at you, what do they mean to you. I'm seeing a big spider web here in the corner. Spiders are very infinite. It's eternal. So you may be calling in this eternal soulmate. You are manifesting, you are creating something in this web. For other ones of you who are like, nope, spider's negative, I don't like that, Amethyst, then it could be that you're just clearing out the last few cobwebs around whatever your monsters have been, or around whatever your blocks have been. You're getting the cobwebs out of the corner. This seems to me like a child, right? And she's taking time and playing. She's feeling safe. That moon is jumping out at me. So I feel that from the time of the new moon to the full moon, some of you are already in a very happy new relationship with a significant soulmate, or a current relationship is receiving a big shot of healing. The dolls are jumping out at me. So again, playfulness, nurturing yourself, nurturing your inner child. The little angels here, watching over you. It just, I feel like grape leaves here. That could have a meaning for some of you. Look at what's jumping out at you. What speaks to you? What is it saying to you? Okay. Take that as a chance to connect with the card yourself and pull your own messages here. Oh, wow. I'm not even too familiar with this deck, but sure enough, it says creates. Risk taking a chance on your ability to create the kind of relationship you want. Have fun as you give a life to something new in ways that others could not do. The one with whom you'll share your fate does seek a lover who creates. Improve your life in every way. Let the child within you play. So those of you where your relationship is in a rut, this is saying that by connecting with that inner child, by finding a creative outlet, it's going to benefit your relationship. Other ones of you, as you're just kind of in your passion and you're pursuing the things that bring you joy, you are aligning with this soulmate. Okay, but you guys are in a big transformation right now, and I'm going to say roll with it because it is bringing you love, Aquarius, and you deserve it, and I'm excited for you, and I'm happy for you. Watch your moon sign and rising sign, your Venus sign, if you haven't already. And those of you who would like a private reading, because keep in mind these are general, you can schedule a private reading with me by clicking on the Calendly link. And guys, please do not forget, I love, giving you guys private readings, and I love doing the September love videos, but sometimes we get so caught up in love, we forget about ourselves. So be sure to watch the weekly forecasts. Those are about you, your journey, your spirituality, your development, your gifts, your goals. So it's not just about love, right? There's so many other parts of our life. Of course, we're human. We care about love. It's normal. But don't forget to watch your weekly forecasts too. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'm wishing you a fabulous September. Hopefully, I'll see you guys in the comments in the weeklies as well. And don't forget the card of the day on social media. Have a fabulous tongue's getting tied. Have a fabulous September, guys.